Welcome back to Speed Spectre 1030. Today we're working on something relatively slow. So today we're actually going to be starting this whole endeavor of making this car a good driver for someone else, not for me. I actually recently got a Crown Vic, so I don't need this car anymore. It is a 2003 Nissan Altima, 2.5 liter, 150,000 miles. Pretty decent car, but it's got its quirks and features that need to be addressed. Number one thing, I want to sell it and make a little profit because I bought it for cheap. Did a few things to it. It has brand new tires on it. It needs brakes really bad. It's pretty aggressive, violent seizure shaking when you hit the brake pedal. The wheels bouncing around. It's horrible. So we're gonna go ahead and get that addressed. That'll probably be in the next video, but for now I want to show you how to turn your headlights to look like this. Like they're almost brand new. They're nice. I mean, they're not perfect, but they're good enough. They do look like this right now on this side, but I can make it look like that with just a few cheap things to make your headlight look good enough. That way you could sell it for more. You don't want to try to sell something with some faded headlights like that. It looks horrible. Well, this was my wife's daily, but she now likes the Crown Vic, so I don't get to drive the Crown Vic as much as I'd like to. But we gotta get rid of this. We don't drive it. It's just taking up garage space, well, taking up driveway space. And I wanna get started on my next project, so this has to go first. And it also frees up funds for the next project. Now, in order to make your Arizona faded or just sun faded headlight look new again, you're gonna need a few things. I like this. This is Turtle Wax rubbing compound, the heavy duty stuff. You don't need this aggressive of a rubbing compound because if you go too far into it, it'll destroy your headlight. So we'll do that. It already had a scratch there. We got some water in a coolant bottle, and you're gonna need one of these. This is a Black & Decker polishing wheel I got from Walmart years ago for like $5. You're gonna wanna take some electrical tape and wrap it around your plastic paddle there. That way you can actually hold on your little lamb's wool here. You now have a really good way of really polishing this. A little bit of rubbing compound, a little water, rub it on there, just run the drill real slow. You could go high speed if you want to get it done quickly, just to get this faded crap off. There's also like this film that comes off too when you're doing this. Not sure what that's about. This will get done, and then we'll do a polishing compound, which I don't have, but I'll show you something else that you probably have in your garage right now that can make this look good enough to sell. And it'll probably last a few weeks too. Now, just smear that on there. Kind of like you're playing with some clay, which is essentially what this is. And you're just gonna rub that on there. Yeah. I'm pretty much doing this for free. I've had this stuff forever. And that's probably enough right there. Once you have your hand covered in this clay material, you're done. You don't need this. Not for a while. You could also clean your hand with this because it's gonna be doing the same thing. Get yourself a rag. Where did I put the dang rag? You don't have to use this if you don't want to. You could use just a regular rag, but I'm not gonna do that. So we're gonna put a little water on it because it's a bit dry for what we're doing here. This will kind of help it not eat as bad. You could also pre-wet your pad if you want. This is just gonna, oh gosh, there's a bit much. I like to do this first, just kind of start by rubbing it around slowly, and then you just turn the drill on. Really speed it up and just don't hold in one spot too long. There we are, about that speed. You want to be careful. You actually feel it dig in if you don't feel that. Then, well, you got to be careful. That's all. And I got a little bit dry here. Oh, there went a lot of material. That's okay. Don't worry about that. Just hit it a little. You can see that like film stuff. Gotta get that off of there. Oh, it's really bad right here. Holy cow. There's so much tint right here. Not quite. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Get all that tint material off there, but that's all right. Let's get the body just kind of, you don't want to really push this down. You're getting it off of the body here. Just kind of lightly get that off. And it's really watered down anyway. And then if you're really worried about it, you could throw a splash of water on the body. There we go. That shouldn't hurt it too bad. Let's just see how much better this looks already. Because you might have to do a few passes like that, especially if you ended up digging in a little too far. You'll see like scratches. If that happens, just keep on passing it. You'll get it. You'll figure it out. All right. It might take a few passes like it did for me. So what I did was I wiped it clean, and then I ran the pad without putting any more, what is that, compound on there? Oh yeah, look at that. This is gonna look good. Mint. A bit more water on it. Now we gotta get to polishing. We'll wipe that all clean around the body. Just don't scrub the body, whatever you do. Yeah, here's some of that damn tint stuff. There we go. Maybe hit it from up here and get most of it off. Again, it doesn't need to be perfect. We're just trying to clean it up, make it a lot better than it was. That already looks 10 times better. So now we're gonna do a little top secret trick to making your headlights look brand new. And that's to use this water displacement on the 40th try. Oh, does it only work on this tip? Oh, there we go. Just a splash of this. And you just smear that on there. Yeah, there we go. No joke, this is a lot what these used car lots do. They'll throw some of this on the hoses, the belt system, top of the engine. It looks great for a couple weeks, but then it gets dirt on it because they put it on so thick. You could also use like Armor All and stuff, that'll do it. So we're gonna let that cook on there for a few seconds, and then we're gonna try to wipe it all off. And this actually is taking off the compound stuff a lot better than water will. Yeah, mint. That's it. Okay, still shiny, still good looking, but it has W40 making it like that. Hopefully that'll hold up for a little bit. I want to make sure it does before we send it on its way. Be a shame. I'm gonna probably just leave it like this. Man, this thing is smooth now. We're gonna leave it like this. This side's really in the shade. The other side's in the sun and the window, so we'll see how that holds up for the next couple weeks. I'll probably still end up putting a polishing compound. I don't have any right now. And that'll essentially do the same thing the W40 did, but it'll end up costing a little bit more money. But we'll see how it holds up. I'm curious to see. Maybe I'll do a polishing compound on one side and just see, or maybe a headlight restoring compound on that side that's in the shade, and then we'll see how the WD-40 holds up with being in a dusty garage and everything, or if it's just gonna hold up at all. The next thing we're gonna be doing is changing the brakes on it so it doesn't have the shaking steering wheel when you hit it, the brakes, and then we'll also wash this thing now because it is filthy. If you guys did enjoy this video, give it a big thumbs up. I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one where we'll be changing some brakes. You don't know that? What do you mean? I thought you didn't like this car. Do you like this car or the new truck that Daddy got that they don't know about?
I don't know about that.
He don't know about that. Take care, guys. Have a great night.